Hi friends, my name is Emily and I have no talent, but I really wanted to participate in this talent show for a few reasons. One, I would have extreme fear of missing out if I didn't, and two, I really want to support the wood. So I got thinking about what I could possibly record myself doing because I have no talent, but what I do really enjoy is writing. I have a blog that I write in. I like to share stories and basically just talk about whatever I feel like and hope that somebody will read it. But I thought it might be interesting to dig back into the archives and maybe find some of my first works. I have a few here to share with you today. So I really dug deep, and this might be a little vulnerable for me to share because I don't know that these have been shared in quite some time. I think this was the first time probably that my writing was shared with anyone. So I'm willing to share that here today. And I'll just start with the first one that I found, and there are some illustrations that go with it as well. And this was written in kindergarten. It's called The Chicken. Note that it is not plural chickens, just chicken. It's really an interesting story. It's about 4 pages, so I'll just go ahead and read it to you. I am feeding the chicken. The chicken is sleeping. I can't find my chicken. Okay, now we've got a real conflict here. She not in the chicken coop. Thank God. I found her. She was painting her nails. The end. So that was the first thing that I ever wrote. And I have a couple more stories here that I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to do them in chronological order because I really think that you can kind of see the arc of me becoming a writer. It ranges from 1990, well, that was kindergarten, and then 1998, I go into first grade, and then I finish first grade in 1999. So this next story is from November of 1998, and it's a very riveting tale about a moose. My cousin saw a moose, but I wasn't there when they found a moose. We went hunting for it, but we didn't bring my cousin Joey's dad's gun. My mom would think we would get hurt badly, but we didn't go far because I was getting prickers. Then we turned around and went back to my grandma's house, and we flew another kite. I got the kite stuck in a little tree, but it was an old tree. And I broke branches off that old and little tree that I got the kite stuck in, that same tree. And then I helped with the other kite that my cousin Joey was flying, the one that I helped a little with. That was flying. The other kite was my other cousin Brianna. And we were done with the kites and we put them away. We went with my dog for a walk down to the creek, and that is when we decided to turn around because I was getting prickers. I'd just like to pause and once again note that I, from 1998, have been making everything about myself and made everyone turn around because I was getting prickers. But anyway, it was not my creek. It was my grandma's. It's a page turner. Grandma's and grandpa's, I'm so sorry, creek. And when we left, not quite sure what this says. And when we left my grandma's and grandpa's house, we went to the Olive Garden, and my cousin had macaroni and cheese. That was my cousin Joey, had pizza, and my mom had slad. And I forgot what my mom had other than slad. So I guess I just say that I forgot. Can't I just say that I forgot? Yes. And I had spaghetti. It sure was hard to get out of the ditch. And after we left the Olive Garden, we were on our way home, and we stopped to get a movie and still went to Slap Still. And Toss was based on a true story. Now, just to dissect that a little bit, I'm a little disappointed in myself because I really thought that this was going to be an exciting tale about a moose, but it really turned into a story about Olive Garden, which is really on brand for me. And, I'm glad to see I haven't changed. We're gonna skip ahead, and this one is a little bit, you know, it's a little heavy. It's got a little bit of a, you know, it's a little Grey's Anatomy feel. So this is me in March of 1999 getting my tonsils out. It's a graphic photo, I know. I got my tonsils out, and I had to blow up a balloon. I picked bubble gum for the mask, and I had to drink a lot of water. My dad got me a slush puppy every night, and I got 9 presents too. Shonda Rhimes is shaking. Then we get to May of 1999, and this is when I really, I think, start churning out content, because I have a couple from that month, and it really gets good. Like, look at the illustration, okay? This is a very compelling story about a ball, and I want you to follow along very carefully, because you can get lost in the depths of the story if you're not really on top of it, okay? So it's called The New Ball, and I wrote it 2 days before my 7th birthday, 8th birthday? I don't know. On Saturday, Jane and Bill, Eliza and Sam went to the park to play baseball. When they got to the park, they didn't have a ball because it was at Sam's house. Then they went to Sam's house and looked for it. They found a ball, but it was a basketball. So they went to Bill's house and got it so they can play. Thank God. And last, and probably most impressive to me, is that I wrote a full feature film review at the age of 7. And, you know, it's multiple pages. I'm pretty sure the pages are out of order because it makes no sense. But then again, I might just not understand the complexity of my 7-year-old brain, and, you know, just how passionately I felt about A Bug's Life. So I'll read to you what I can. Some of it is completely incoherent, but this is my review of A Bug's Life. I saw A Bug's Life. In A Bug's Life, the bugs try and get bigger bugs to help them get away from Hopper and save the colony. Spelled Colliney. When Flick tried to go get the bigger bugs, he was waving goodbye to Dot, and he was in the middle of a word when he hit a big, huge rock. That was all one sentence. Now it just says, bug songs to listen and dance to. There were colored lights and balloons and stuff all over the place. He got a very lot of ants for presents. They had relly. I used the word relly approximately 50 times. Just really setting myself up for word counts in college. Really good and funny little, funny lots. Oh, I did it again on this page. Lots, and lots of places. They were having a surprise party for Flick's birthday party. At Flick's birthday party, they ate ant cake and mud ice cream, and then he opened. The bugs were hiding in the trees, and in the ant houses, they hid a lot. When he hit it, you probably couldn't understand what he was saying, but I could. He said colony. But if you understood what he said, all you could hear was call and boom and ow, because he hit the big, huge rock. He got a big bug, almost as big as a house. And then he got Francis, a ladybug. And then he got a stick and lots more bugs after they got back with all the big, huge bugs. So I guess you could say I've always been a skilled writer. Clearly, I really understand just, you know, what makes a compelling story. And if any movie critics are needing any kind of apprentice, you know, feel free. Or if you just need a reference, I'm happy to send you my review of A Bug's Life for you, if that would be helpful. So that's really it. I just wanted to share my stories. It was fun to look back on. And, you know, if you enjoyed this, feel free to vote for me. And if you do, maybe I'll send you a signed copy of The Chicken, first edition, right here. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe.